This is the worst entourage of all time. Kid Rock, Elon Musk, the blunt rotation from hell. Nightmarish scenario. Vivek Ramaswamy, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, just the biggest bozos. The other part about this story is that, oh, there's Aiden Ross, by the way. The other part about this story is that I also think like the UFC's cool. I think mixed martial arts is cool. I do. I think it's dope. Like as a sport, I think it's fire. I think it's fun. I think it's entertaining. And there are some fantastic stories there, like incredible stories there. And if you're a little gay, you'll like it. You got like hot ass dudes slamming their scantily clad, sexy ass bodies to one another. There's something for everybody there. Okay. It just sucks because like the fan base is so hog-like. It's a cool franchise led by the worst people, unfortunately. And it is also unfortunately comprised of some of the dumbest people as well when it comes to their own personal politics. I'm telling you, they all follow what Rogan says. I think Rogan has a lot of clout in this space for the same reasons why Trump has a lot of clout in this space. They were in the bottom floor when this entire industry was down and out, cast aside, and people were aggressively pursuing censorship. I think a lot of people forget like there was a lot of crazy censorship like in the 90s and in the early 2000s where they moved on from like the dangers of video games and pornography to the dangers of MMA, and MMA was not very well liked. I still remember that because like I remember also kind of getting caught in that meta and thinking like at first thinking that it was kind of cool and then thinking maybe it's a little too violent. Like maybe it's a little too violent. I wonder if they're like actually promoting, you know, gross violence. And John McCain, famously called it human cockfighting and actively tried to censor it. And they were having a really hard time getting advertising and stuff. So like people that stood by Dana White's side on the ground floor when everyone else was like actively trying to get them banned. Yeah, he's going to remember that. Politics aside, that there is a reason. There's a very valid reason, as a matter of fact, why Joe Rogan has so much influence in this space. And there's a reason why Donald Trump has so much influence and prominence in this space as well.
Donald Trump won the US election with a knockout. But although he was not in the ring for this fight,
at the top of the hour,
there was no question whose victory was being celebrated.
Trump dance! He did the Trump dance!
Even the belt at the Ultimate Fighting Championship was handed to the president-elect in this homecoming parade in New York.
I think it's positive for the world, to be honest with you. I mean, listen, no matter what side of the fence you sit on politically, you cannot deny that there's almost like this weight that's been lifted off the country right now and this sigh of relief.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, that's how I'm feeling. Like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Brother, RFK is leading. Like RFK's job is to just nuke vaccine research. Okay. You got like multiple sexual assault allegations against numerous appointments that Donald Trump has made so far. It's gotten so bad that it literally feels like that is a qualification. Like you have to have at least one credible sexual assault allegation against you or an active investigation into it to even be a part of Trump's cabinet. Like it's shocking how bad it is. Donald Trump's cabinet is either cranks or war hawks, okay, and nothing in between. Like the competent administrators are the war hawks, and you see like a lot of the media kind of drop the ball on that front. Where whenever they see the war hawks like Marco Rubio, they're like, oh, well, he's great. He's going to be great. We have no issues with Marco Rubio. Like that's what I listen to NPR, and that's what they say. And then the rest are just like insane cranks like Tulsi Gabbard or RFK Jr. Pete Hegseth for DOD, like to lead the Defense Department is insane. Actually insane. Tulsi is a war hawk though. She is Pete Hegseth for DOD, like to lead the Defense Department is insane. Actually insane. Tulsi is a war hawk though. Is she not? Yes. Tulsi is both a crank and a war hawk. A twofer.
And things were already getting better. He's not even in there yet.
This happened afterwards, which I thought was really funny as well. RFK Jr. slamming in McDonald's.
Rallied Donald Trump into the White House for the second time, with all his key fighters in attendance. From the influential podcaster Joe Rogan, who endorsed the president-elect, to the billionaire Elon Musk, who funded him and will join his administration. This was a work social with the boss. Donald Trump's pick for Health Secretary, Robert F. Kennedy, even asked for a selfie. But one colleague was absent. The news anchor Pete Hegseth is the man in line to be Trump's defense secretary. He has been accused of sexual assault. Now his lawyer confirmed that Hegseth paid the woman in a settlement, but denies any wrongdoing. But if there is uncertainty over Hegseth's future, allegations of this nature have hardly harmed the career of his boss.
When he comes here, but now that he's won, now that he's the president again, oh my God.
Whilst President Trump here, Trump's team toast with a symbol of American power that shares the same colors as the target of his trade war. Yet in the picture is Elon Musk, a cheerleader of China, who had the second biggest market of his cars and a big production base.
I feel like China is going to start taking action against Tesla. I don't know if it's a meme or not. I've seen those like no Tesla allowed signs popping up here and there. For what it's worth, the guy Jones destroyed last night was a longtime day one MAGA hat wearing dude. Brother, the UFC no longer has like non-MAGA guys, okay? It's one MAGA guy fighting another MAGA guy, and in the process getting more CTE and becoming an even larger MAGA guy, okay? It is a CTE factory. And as the CTE factory, as far as you know, what we've seen so far, the more you get hit in the head, the higher the likelihood that you will be a Trump dick rider. Fighting Bolsonaro guys as well. Okay, Bolsonaro guys are Trump guys. What do you mean? Bolsonaro is a CTE brained Trumpito supporter. Why do the bigger MAGA guys simply not eat the smaller MAGA guys? They do frequently. That's part of the process.
Truly make America great.
Underneath the theater of the Trump campaign are big questions over how far the reality will resemble the rhetoric.
Anyway, Osita posted this. Look at how awkward RFK looks. My man went from like, we need to eliminate processed foods to, yes, Mr. President, I'll have some of the garbage slop, the processed slop. Yes, I am very much enjoying it. Yeah, one last big batch of yellow dye. Yeah. How RFK Jr. would change McDonald's and Trump's diet. Nope. Campaign food is always bad, but the food that goes in that airplane is just like poison the 70-year-old added of the fare of Trump Force One. You have the choice between, you don't have the choice. You're either giving KFC or Big Macs. That's when you're lucky. And the rest of the stuff I consider kind of inedible. The rest of the stuff can be surmised by considering what Trump requested to be served in his box when he attended the Georgia-Alabama college football game. 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches with cheese from McDonald's, stadium hot dogs, Domino's pizza, and Diet Coke. He ain't stopping Donald Trump from eating that garbage, okay? Let's be real. It is kind of funny because I eat so goddamn healthy and I track my macronutrients, I track my calories. And like, yes, while RFK Jr. does say a whole bunch of like good things about how dog shit the American food standards are, I just don't believe him when he says he's going to tackle it. And this photo is basically, yet another demonstration of his inability to tackle these problems. Dude, it is wild that he is so... by the way, boys, we're good. The Zinfidels are safe, okay? This is something that I was truly worried about, that he was going to do the Democrat thing and just come after like one good thing. One good thing that is allowed in America. Thank God we're good.